Christians, I've been on TikTok nearly 2 years this month. And this question here is not only the most difficult question anyone has asked me on TikTok, but it's actually the most difficult question I've ever been asked in my life as a Christian. And if you ask 10 expositors what this means in 15:29 of 1 Corinthians, you probably get 10 different responses. And none of the 10, if they're honest, will be able to say unequivocally that their interpretation is exactly correct. Now, all of them, including myself, will agree that the full import of the passage in 1 Corinthians 15:29 is that Paul was conveying to the Corinthian church that it is futile to disbelieve that the resurrection is going to take place. So he's making an argument for the absolute certainty that the resurrection is taking place. And here in 1 Corinthians 15:29, he says, "Or else, what shall they do which are baptized for the dead if the dead do not rise at all? Why are they then baptized for the dead?" So what he's saying is that those who are baptized for a reason. Baptism symbolizes dying and then raising up again from that death. So Paul's saying that if they are baptized, it would be no sense in doing it unless there was the expectation of resurrection. So this is the argument that Paul is making, that's for sure. However, who he's speaking to, well, we know he's speaking to the Corinthian church. But who he is speaking of when he says those who are baptized for the dead, that is the source of contention and dispute amongst interpreters. Because no one really has a grasp on this, and there's no precedent set for it anywhere else in the scripture. This is the only place in the Bible where something like this is said, and there's nothing to apply the first law of hermeneutics to, which is to interpret scripture by scripture. So my Christian friend here, kudos, you asked the most difficult question I've ever been asked, ever. And I don't have a solid answer.